more on science fiction. Hey! Dude, good. Saturday morning here in Portland. Well, actually, Beaverton. Beaverville. Beaverville. Okay, so. Let's do it. Get right into it. That was a gorgeous day here yesterday. It was early morning showers, but then it cleared up and beautiful sunshine, mid 50s. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I went downtown. Beautiful. We're gonna get right into this. Let's see. I think I need to back this thing up just a tad. There we go. There we go. Peterville. Boom ba-dum, boom ba-dum, boom ba-dum. Hi, Larry. How are you doing? Good morning. Dum, da-dum. More work on this. How you doing, Larry? Okay. There we go. Still need a little cleaning up on those. Grab some other brushes here. If the rain holds off, I may do a little bit of work in the yard. I have not been able to work in the yard that much because of the weather. Now I'm doing good. I said it was a beautiful day here yesterday and got downtown and checked things out there at the bar and yeah, still been kind of was hoping another one would sell, but not yet. So that's the way it is. I'll tell you, I have learned if you obsess about that, you'll end up not enjoying doing artwork. And you can overanalyze everything, and I am a master at that one. Like I said, I don't only overthink something. I rototill it into the ground, bomb it, and then think about it some more. There's the truth to that. So I always say, don't do that. Okay. Add a little more yellow ochre. Okay, and white. Yeah, a little bit of this. Bum ba dum, bum ba dum. closed in area here. So we'll do some work on this area. Oh, for some reason, I had the French anthem going through my head. No idea. No idea. It's so weird because I'll have like a big thumbs up from Diane, and then don't see her. You never know. It's just sometimes they come on a little bit later. No idea. Oh, thank you, Larry. Oh, I always like doing science fiction. And I always say, paint what you like. You know, if you strictly paint for what you think is going to sell, guess what? It doesn't sell. paint, paint your passion. And in my case, it's not like I'm a big time illustrator for some company that I have to do what they want. So I'm a big time illustrator for myself. Odd couple. All right, move that across here. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. I knew one guy. I met him in Tacoma, and him and I did some art together. And he actually taught little classes to kids and stuff like that. But then he got picked up by, I think it was when they were doing the Batman cartoons and the really kind of cool, stylish type ones. Well, he was, oh, excuse me, he ended up being one of the guys that drew some of that stuff because he was so talented when it came to doing ink drawings, ink and paper. I mean, his inking was just incredible. I mean, just absolutely incredible. But uh, I lost contact with him, unfortunately, and I don't know what has become of that. You know, the thing is, for a job like that, like illustrations, well, let's face it, it's getting replaced by computers, and of course now with AI, that's getting replaced. So I was interested. I was watching. I have a friend that had that program. Well, something I can't even think of the name of it now, but he was showing me stuff on it. But it was interesting. It wasn't quite as I don't know. It's cool, but it wasn't quite the big wow effect. I call that, you know, and it takes a while to come up with what you want, you know. And I even made a comment to him. I said on a couple of times, I said I could have had that painted faster than that thing could have came up with it. So, but we're seeing the beginning of it, you know. So we'll see. We'll see. It still was fascinating to watch. I think the best one when we came up with a Spanish galleon, they had a really cool one on there. I'll give them that one. But a Spanish galleon is kind of it could easily draw from that. Hello, Anthony. Yeah, an army had me do an illustration. Oh, we had come up with this whole thing where refueling of tanks, and this is old Cold War time frame, and they found out I could actually do artwork, and so I got pressed into service. I don't know if that Army Times is still around or not, you know, but I had one in there, so I thought it was. It's interesting. The guy who pressed me into service ended up being chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staffs for a while there. He was under oh heck, who was he under? Was it Bush or Clinton? I can't remember. Yeah, or Obama maybe even. Not sure. Dempsey, that's his name. It was Major Dempsey when he pressed me into service and became 4-star General Dempsey. Redheaded guy. Yeah. He actually took my crew, my tank crew that I had, and they were in the Iraq War to get all together, and uh, I had a very good. I had a very good tank crew, and I was known as a very good tank crew. And yeah, as soon as I noticed he stole them. It was a good move because Sergeant Hellickson and oh god, they were good. They were a good crew. Hellickson was an awesome guy. Yeah, yeah. It's hard to imagine him as uh, guy in his 50s now. Yeah, he would be well into his 50s. He really wasn't that much younger than me, so he'd be. Yeah, God, that just it's hard to think that sometimes, you know. I knew I was off on that. So we're gonna do that. Actually, I think I'm gonna do this. Gonna cut that a little shorter so you can see it. Talking to myself, full conversation going on. But yeah, he was a very good. I was sometimes you get lucky when you have somebody like that. They keep you out of trouble. I was a stupid lieutenant that at least I was smart enough to listen to the sergeants and stuff. Where I knew some lieutenants, they thought they were superior, and I said, "Oh no, 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 no." Sometimes, like doctors and uh, other high officials, they forget that if it wasn't for the grunts at the ground, you wouldn't be around. To me, I don't know about you, but that's always a friendship ender. If I have a friend that treats like the wait staff at a restaurant bad or anything. That's usually a friendship ending thing. You just don't do that. That's my opinion. That's how I judge some of these famous people, actors, and stuff like that. If they have a good reputation of treating people really good, then guess what? You have a lot of respect. But if they have a reputation for being just horrible, you've lost it with me. I got one of the guys that you always read about is Kenner Reeves, and they said he just treats everybody really good, and so he has a gold star with me. Everything you read about him is that treats everybody decently. Justin Bieber, on the other hand, me. Well, I can't imagine what a monster I would have been if at age 15 I had everybody throwing themselves at me. Yeah. All right. See, I need to become a monster. You know. I tell you what, if I ever hit it big and I became a big jerk, I sure hope somebody knocks me down. Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-da-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Dee-dee-dee-dee, bum, bum, ba-dum. You really have to get me mad, if I'm not going to be nice. uh, I've had I've had a couple of bartenders in the past that I'm sorry, I'm not young and cute, Yeah, but no, I try to treat people decently. I really do. All right. Oh, God, look at that blob right there. Holy cow, that's a blob and a half right there. You don't want that. Ba-ding! I forgot to turn off my phone. Hold on. Oh, Diane says she can't get on. Oh, shoot. Just like I'm going to send her, say, reboot. There we go. Yeah, I don't understand why. Sometimes that happens with some people on YouTube. I'll get this, they can't get on, and then other people get on. Oh, I don't know. All right, let's. No idea. Get my handy dandy T square here. little more red out here. Let's see if we can squeeze a little more out of that. I have one that's in its last throes here. Oh, I don't think so. Well, you never know. Never know. Hey, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, we'll see. Just maybe. Hey, I got some paint coming out of there. Hey, we got paint. Good. Cool. Wunderbar. Just seems like she was blocked. That's our little dirty secret with all of our cells here. We all blocked her. We know it. Couldn't stand Diane anymore. Tell you, if I could just get started on the stories about Diane. No, just kidding. If I get taken, what gets me is when I get taken serious. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm in trouble now. And a little yellow to that. Paint dries out. Hello, Fatima. How are you doing? Greetings and salutations and all that. I think I'm going to be working on my yard today. Decent. We're actually supposed to get snow here on Tuesday. We're going back from beautiful, balmy mid 50s to snow. I say you got to get September, not September, February, and also you got to get well, most of March out of the way, and part of April, and then we start having, and then we just go into beastly hot. That was last year. My flowers and stuff like that did crap last year because it was just it was one of those challenging years for weather. It was like, oh, we literally went to like a record cold spring to suddenly just miserably hot summer. So that was not what I wanted. I mean, the year before it was like, except for that ridiculously hot day, my flowers and so on, they just were spectacular. I was so happy with them. Yeah, there we go. So how are you doing, Fatma? There we go. That's what I was looking for. It's always good. It's always good to wake up on the right side of the dirt. I'll tell you what, I had a kind of a few uh, young deaths. I guess this last couple of weeks, it's been kind of upsetting to me. I had a, I think I don't know if I told you on this show. I had a guy. He actually modeled for me. I actually did a painting of him. He's the guy with the top hat holding the pocket watch, and I think you saw me said "Rest in peace." And I was like 10 years ago. I did that painting of him, and he was this crazy guy. I mean, you want to talk crazy, crazy. I mean, he was funny as heck, big heart, but got murdered. He was actually stabbed to death. It was just so shocking. Oh, it's like, and it was, oh my God, that's Portland. I says so terrible in Portland, and I remind people. I says Portland's not even in the top 20, not even in the top 20, and people just refuse to believe that. And I said, look at the statistics, not even the top 20 here. And I know that's hard to believe, but it's true. I lived in Tacoma for 10 years. Tacoma can be a rough community, but all in all, it's actually, I have very good memories of Tacoma. Good memories there. I remember when they were trying to promote the art, they were trying to get the art community underway in Tacoma, and I got invited to a function put on by the Portland City Council, not Portland, but the Tacoma City Council. And it was at a park in what they called, it's where the cabin, the original cabin or whatever it was. What the heck is it? The Old Town or something. Point is that we were all sitting there and there was a bar. I went up to get a drink, I was going to get a bar thing. And they said, no, it's on the house. The city of Tacoma's paying for this. And they said, open bar. All right. You guys don't suck. Oh, yeah. I remember that one. Mixing Mars yellow into that, kind of give it that old feel to it. I found Mars yellow is absolutely perfect if you want to show kind of like rust. I don't know if you have anything rusty, but it oxidizes on even a planet that doesn't necessarily have an atmosphere. Imagine it oxidizes. Actually, it was that log cabin that's down there in Old Town on 30th Avenue. I think that's 30th with a really long, steep hill. So that's where that was. Yeah, there was a little park down there. And I actually showed in, the Proctor district. It was kind of like a pet / whatever store. And she showed some of my artwork. That was awesome. I participated a lot in the Proctor district art shows. There was a church there that would put that on. But I'll tell you, be very careful about juried art shows. You tend to pay them for the honor to criticize your stuff. I've decided I'm done with juried art shows. I did one here not too long ago. If it was going to cost me, I would not have participated. But since it was a freebie, I said, "What the heck?" I stayed in this. I'm thinking this is a hotel here. I stayed in a really cool hotel one time. It was right before I went to OCS there in Georgia, and they had a really cool Hilton there that was made. They refurbished what used to build the ironclads from the Civil War there. All right. Take that tape right off there. Whoa! Okay, got excited for a second. Sorry. Yeah. And we're going to come back over here. Do the same thing here. Da-da-dum. 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 Da-da-dee. All right, there we go. Got it. And all right, I'm going to set this over here. You know, I have not been back to Tacoma, and it's really bad because my niece has been living there, and I haven't managed to get up there. And she's actually probably to leave. She's with the military. Her husband's in the military, and I have I just I got rid of my car, you know, so that kind of hampers some things sometimes, but I still don't regret that decision. I've enjoyed. I get really stressed out when I drive, and I did the American public and the world a service by getting rid of the car. I borrow a car to go to the grocery store and back once a week. That's it, and that's it. And I even get stressed out going to the parking lot. Oh, kids. Well, I don't know about you, but like when I'm walking along the sidewalk, just cruising along, you know, and you can almost feel the stress come out of the cars when the people go roaring by you. Yeah. Okay, so we're building this, and let's go across here. I'm gonna get my handy dandy T-square out again. This T-square was I inherited from my uncle. He's now long since passed away. He was an extraordinary guy. My uncle Orv. He unfortunately ended up with it was a form of Alzheimer's, but it was an aggressive Alzheimer's that actually ate the brain of, you know, it was terrible the way he ended up dying. And he was quite possibly the smartest person I've ever known. I mean, I can remember him when I was a kid. He stopped by our house in Yakima one time and took me out back because he knew I was into astronomy. And he sat there and named every single constellation there was in any major star. I was like, damn. It was like, yeah, he was quite the intellect. Let's just put it that way. Nuclear engineer, what he was. He actually would travel the world and inspect nuclear power plants, make sure they were up to code. Even China would bring him in. Once you got that certification from him, that was a big deal, apparently. Yeah, well, that's pretty much the automobile was invented in Detroit. I'm technically Daimler Benz invented, you know, the Otto Benz invented the automobile, but Detroit made it happen. And one more time with the tape here. I'm a big proponent of mass transit, I'll tell you. I really like our light rail system here. I mean, every once in a while you deal with the nutcases, but you deal with the nutcases and they're actually driving another car. So I don't know what the they actually have a weapon in their hands. It's called an automobile. So yeah, there we go. We've all had the people that had the road rage on you. Like, wow, chill, dude, chill. I always love the ones that go roaring around you, because they're mad at you, and then you creep right up onto their bumper when they're stopped at their next stoplight. You're like going, yeah, that got you a long ways, didn't it? Oh, I have no problem with cars. I'm not one of those radicals, or but at the same time, yeah, I don't miss driving. I'm just going to be right up front with you. I don't miss it. So you're in the Detroit area. I think I told you I have a friend that lives. I'll have to ask him what the name of the little. There's a little community right outside of Detroit, and that's where he lives. When I was in the army, this is an army story here, and I was in the army at the right time, but we didn't have any conflicts going on, and I actually had a Mercedes cut me off and a tank. I'm in a tank. I'm on the road, going along with the tank, and I got cut off by this Mercedes there in Germany. And I said, "Seriously, you cut off a tank?" So I ordered my driver to creep up. Well, he was stopped at a stoplight, and I ordered my driver to creep up onto his bumper. And so we creeped all the way up to his bumper, and then I swung the cannon around and just looked at him, and I said, "If I drop this cannon, you're in trouble." And as soon as that light turned green, he floored it to get away from me. I was never going to do anything to him, but it was just like, you cut me off. Are you serious? Oh, that's a true story. It was like wrong move. Anytime my crew heard wrong move, they knew we were in trouble. Oh yeah. Kind of have this industrial look. That's what we're going for here. Okay. Well, I managed to kind of destroy this tape here. There we go. Well, maybe not. I think I'm just going to wad this up and start over here. Okay, where's that? Well, oh, there it is. Use up this tape. I got 3 more big rolls of this, so I'm looking good. Love that sound. I still think Star Wars based one of their engines on that sound. I remember I was reading when they did uh, War of the Worlds broadcast at the CBS Mystery Theater, the famous one that scared the public, and to create the sound of the cylinders opening up, they took a jar, put it in a toilet, and then opened it up because it had an echo sound to it. Love that. There we are. There we go. Then up. Okay, cool. I mean, you think about a tank. It was the M1A1 was 68 tons, and it had a top speed of about 100 miles an hour. They had it governed that you couldn't do that, but once the governor was taken off, you could do over 100 miles an hour. Stupid thing. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, you had a tank with, I think it was 1,600 horsepower in the darn thing. You know, and it didn't matter how fast you were going, you still burned the same incredible amount of fuel. You know, it was crazy, just absolutely crazy. All right, that's gonna be a long time ago. All right, in this hotel here. That's what this is a hotel. Hey, Billy. How you doing, Bobby La Poo Poo? How you doing? Okay. Okay. Now I got the Voyager soundtrack goes through my head. Awesome. That's good. It's like Fatima said, it's better than being on the wrong side of the dirt when you wake up. Boom, ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum. Mhm. Yeah, the sun's coming out. I'm going to work in the yard today. And I was so excited on Thursday. I went to Costco and they had their spring stuff in there. It's like, yes, and they had their bulbs for dahlias. And the dahlias that I had bought from them 2 years ago were spectacular. And then the last year's dahlias, I must have missed when they had them. And boy, I picked up a whole bunch. And so I am looking forward to a dahlia garden this year again. And we have Bobby LaPoo here. That's good. All right, so let's start. Yeah, we still got a lot of time to go. Mm-hmm. That's just a fun painting. We still got a little time to go here, so mix a little bit of yellow and stuff like that. I hope you're doing well, Billy, or Bobby LaPoo. Yeah. If you're not having fun, then I always love that one quote from Bob Ross. Actually, that's a gas giant in the background. You'll see the swirling gases going on there. More like Jupiter. Jupiter! That's my friends. Okay, let's work on this. Try to get the foreground a little more, and then we'll continue working on the outer areas there. Isn't that cool though? When we did a flyby of Pluto, the place became more and more interesting. We always had this little fuzzy picture of Pluto. Then we finally did the big flyby, and it was like, wow, that thing was a impressive little planet. You realize that Pluto's smaller than our moon? Isn't that it's interesting to think that. It has a 200 and I think it's 48 year orbit around the sun. They say it's just since the United States has been a country, it's about ready to do a one orbit. Isn't that something to think about? See if you can. Oh, you can't see that at all. Hold on. Moving the camera down, down. There we go. There we go, Mike. You can do it. Okay. Back up again. Up just a little bit. Hang on. Don't get sick on me. All right. Cool. Now we're coming in with a small brush. This big glassing area. We have a pool in there. It's a hotel. Oh, that's cool. There's a public uh, observatory here in, it's actually in Washington State next to the Mary's Hill Museum, and I have yet to do that. And I said that's going to be that's on my bucket list. There was a planetarium that was in, I think it was in uh, Reno, Nevada, and it was pretty cool because they had a giant globe sitting in there. I mean, giant. When I say giant, giant. And it actually rotated to the exact time the Earth was rotating. That, that was cool. I'm really into astronomy, so yeah, I just love. Anytime like NASA has something, you'll see me always looking at it. Oh, that's so cool. I always remind people who people say, "Oh, what a waste of money." It says the microchip, all of our computing capabilities would not be here if it wasn't for NASA. Talking about sun, it's actually burning through our marine air right now. It's awesome. But God, I can't believe it. They got snow predicted. Tell you what, just when you think you're getting there, you. Okay, people. Wow, I can't believe. And I'm going to take a picture of this for the update, and they were going to say, he didn't do anything. Well, I said, take a look at the structure here. Yes, I have. All right. Yep, I thought that was off. When you get close to an edge, it becomes really important to have it on spot on. because the eye will look immediately towards that. There we go. Oh, I love sushi. Sushi. I love sushi. I have a really good place that's not too far from where I live. They're really good. They're actually rated one of the best in Oregon. There's also a good sushi place downtown I go to. I think next time I'm downtown, I just might have to partake in that. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, we're just about done for the day. Coming in with a little bit of blue, black, and brown. Very industrial area, but you still have to have hotels and bars and all that stuff, you know. People are people. All right. Well, we have come up on the magical hour here. So, wow. Yep, we have. All right. You take care. Thank you so much for joining me. I plan to be back on tomorrow. Whoa! Sorry, I got excited there. And we'll do more work on this one, but I am going to start doing some. I've been thinking about this whole new series of doing. It's like a tree series of some famous heritage trees here in this area. So that's my plan. And so tomorrow, I think I'll still work on this one, but it's possible you'll see a new tree coming up. And then, but it's not like this gets put on the back burner. It'll keep we'll keep going back and forth and stuff like that. Sometimes you need a variety of paintings going on at the same time. And for my own psyche, that helps actually, to be honest with you. So you take care, stay healthy, stay safe. The sun has burned through the marine air here. So I think I am actually going to go out there and work on my yard, get some of the leaves that are still haven't been cleaned up from last year. And part of it was just the weather has been so sucky. So, but this looks like I got a chance to get out there and work on things. The birds will be happy with me. So you take care. See you hopefully tomorrow at 11 a.m. here in Oregon. So take care. Bye-bye. Pacific time. Oh,